just unloading on this poor guy, and I'm not even running the armadillo drone or a reviver drone, any of the other defense oriented drone, and I am just ripping this guy to shreds. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Village here. Another episode here of FFA gameplay Champion League. I've had a request to see Puncher Behemoth, and although I'm not personally running it, I think this will justify or explain why I'm currently not willing to run it for FFA since I'm trying to win a match. Here we go, starting off, 5th position. There's a puncher behind me, somebody with some bendies, and there we are. This one's for you, JWR. Before us, we see a puncher behemoth. Here I am with my Kepri spears, which I've been running for about a week now. And this is the reason why I'm not going to run a puncher behemoth until the spears are nerfed. I'm just unloading on this poor guy, and I'm not even running the armadillo drone or a reviver drone, any of the other defense oriented drone, and I am just ripping this guy to shreds. He's constantly focused on me non-stop, and I walk out with at least 50% of my health still intact. So you were asking about why I don't want to run Behemoth at this time, because I'm still trying to work on beating my old win streak, and the last thing I need to do is have a bot handicap me. I know this is a foolish attempt on my part, since I have to deal with a bunch of hackers, the game crashing, whatnot, but that's sort of the last thing for me to do. That's just the last thing that I'm trying to, my last goal for playing warrobot is to see if I can beat my 599 win streak, and currently with the spears before the nerf, it's impossible. Just they're too strong, overpowered, and I am one who completely welcomes the change. Actually, there's a very long list of changes that Pixonic is incorporating, which I think for the first time might be a really good thing. They're buffing a lot of the old weapons, which is great. So for those of you who, as you are leveling up, use the older, weaker weapons, there's going to be some buff towards that, so it doesn't make your weapons less obsolete, hopefully even competitive. They'll be nerfing Kepris a little bit more. They'll be nerfing anglers. This is all good stuff. I think they're also nerfing Seraphs a little bit, as well as, again, Seraphs are still very, very strong and in some ways overpowered. They'll be nerfing Mars, and so that's good as well. So there's a long list. I'm sure it's online somewhere. I don't need you guys don't need me to explain every single one of them. For those who are interested, I'm sure you'll be able to find out what's going on. And that's pretty much it. Here we are at Factory. Just running my spear angler here, and this guy coming at me hot with his boomboxes, his little sound weapons. This guy is not in a good position actually, because he keeps burning his his ability before I do. So that's the thing about playing anglers. When you're in an angler fight, as long as 1 versus 1. Whoever enters their ability first typically will be on the losing end. Now in the future rebalance, when the damage isn't as strong, I think they're actually going to halve the electric shift damage. You'll survive longer, so the fights will be longer. But the blinding part is what makes the difference. If you can completely offset somebody's targeting system, when it comes to an angler fight, whoever gets blinded, it's going to be on the losing end most likely. I'm doing relatively well here. 4.5 minutes in, I'm first position with 7 kills. Dealing with Grandpa Seraph in the air, and man, those glaives lances hit hard. Being a Titan, they're able to bypass defenses anyways, but man, those are very, very painful. See this poor sap dropping there? Oh, good old Fafnir. So Fafnir's breath, the ability is extremely powerful. So in case there's some of you who haven't never flown one or operated one, actually I fall into that group. I have Fafnirs, I've actually never operated one. I've gone up against many of them, and the key really is when it first takes flight in that shield, the absorber shield, whatever they have, do not shoot at them, because you're just basically charging up their ability and they hit back really hard. Here we see a Mars with jaws. Yeah, the Kepri spears. Man, I didn't realize how strong they were until I finally started running one, and my goodness, I think overall Kepris are still just way overpowered. I can see why so many people in the clans, they run them on squads. It's just insane, especially if you are, playing squads and you are actually connecting leashed to an ally. It's a 10% buff on those. Even individually by myself, solo playing FFA, and even 5% itself, it's already pretty wild and crazy. So I finally fully understand why so many people run the Kepri, and which is sort of bad because I think I'm actually pretty decent running the Kepri. But here I am, even though I am blinded. Well, one, I was able to orbital strike my way out of it. I do have the anti-jamming device on my orbital strike, so I got myself got my vision back, targeting system back. But even if my targeting system is messed up, if an angler comes by to try to blind me, which they do, the weapons are low enough where I can still shoot them most of the times and do a lot of damage and kill them. See what I mean? So watch out, world. The village idiot knows how to play a Kepri spears. I think even with the upcoming rebalance, nerfing the spears so they don't shoot as fast, these will still be extremely deadly. So we won't be seeing the crazy high numbers that we were able to put up for max damage, but yeah, they're still gonna dominate, unfortunately, in FFA at least. And for the time being, I do not plan on getting rid of my Kepri spear in my hangar. It's now pretty much my go-to bot as I strive to beat my old win record of 599. And I'm gonna basically die trying, it seems. Yeah, here we go. So going back to the beginning of the video, if you're still watching Jade and WR, then there's your Behemoth Puncher. I'm not running one for a while, if ever really, because they're also, by the way, they're also nerfing punchers. The accuracy is going to be changed, and I think they might not allow you to lock down as quickly, but I don't know. Again, go look for the list. Well, look at that, 14 million damage. That is just insane how much more we can do. I remember 3 years ago I was only doing 3 or 4 millions. Now it's 14. Roy D. Mercer 2. This is a relatively new-ish account with 1,200 wins roughly, but this guy knows what he's doing and has a lot of firepower behind him. Played against him a few times. Good pilot. GG to you. is what he's running there. Okay, what do we have? Chota, God's Clan, 42,000 wins. You've been playing this game for a very, very, very long time. The obligatory Capri Spears. You're the Behemoth Puncher, right? Look at that, Mark III everywhere on the Behemoth Puncher. I was able to rip through that, so at the very beginning, even not at full health. Alright, well, if you enjoy the gameplay, please hit the like and subscribe button. Appreciate the support. I'll catch you guys next game. Peace.